Hi everybody, great to have you with us for From the Presses number 8. It certainly seems to be piling up the number from the presses here. Okay, so we're just getting ready for the publication of a set of books, some of which I've talked about on the show from the presses, and one of those has been To Jerusalem, and that is a story of 3 people going to Jerusalem from Oxford, myself, Alan Kadish, John Rangiho. We travelled across Europe in a Sefer, an old Sefer, and the Mark III, and that was a very interesting trip. And it's written in English and Māori, and it's a title essay, the title essay for the piece, the full title being To Jerusalem with Alon Kadish, John Rangiho, leaving David Walker in Oxford. So we look at that book, and it's got several features. One is that I'm putting it out as an academic book because there is a method in it of a paragraph in English and a paragraph in Māori, which is a kind of an academic method I've found. And by that I mean that there's care that I've tried to take with both the language of the coming out in English and the language in Māori. And of course, that's a style that I've developed at tekaharo.com. Thanks very much to the editors of that particular journal. And tekaharo.com features several articles by me, and I've taken this opportunity to collect those articles. So we have Whenua Mawai, Land by Water, all about the foreshore and seabed legislation. We have Kōwhiti, discussion of that. We have photographs in the Jerusalem piece, but not in the other pieces. And then we're finishing the book with my most recent work on culture and line in dance, and that's work that I've been sort of cogitating over for some time, or working over some time. And it's all to do with the proscenium and how the proscenium is the line between audience and performer and audience is used in different cultures, or found in different cultures. So that's the book. That's how it's coming out, and it's ready to rock and roll next week. It's ready to go. Big thank you to everybody involved, particularly from the dance community for 2 of those essays, but also at tekaharo.com, the people who have helped that, I guess, academic position, because it is unusual. And nobody else seems to be doing it, where I do a paragraph in English and then I do a paragraph in Māori going over the same points. And in some cases, each sentence is exactly the same. I'm saying exactly the same thing in Māori pretty well, because you never actually get it right. You never actually get exactly the meaning with all of the nuances as we want. But you can say, I go to the shop in English and I go to the shop in Māori. And you can have it pretty much right on. But then when you get to matters of affection and matters of kinship and a whole lot of things, it's very, very difficult to keep it rocking and in sync, so to speak. So I do my best, and I really work quite hard at it, and there's a lot of it. There's probably, in this book, there would be a solid 100 pages of this method. So that's it. It's coming out to Jerusalem, coming out on the Campus Press. I was tempted to put it out under Go Press because it's a bit more, I guess, a bit more experiential, a little less academic in certain respects, but in other respects this has got quite a few kickers in it, quite a few academic kickers or jolts, or I don't know, frisson or adrenaline charges in it. So I've kept it at Campus Press. So thanks very much, Shani, our director today, and thanks to everybody for all the good feedback. Big shout out, by the way, to Ron Thaler. I've just emailed Ron about this series. Ron does great work, of course, in producing and in promoting. So all the best, everybody, and To Jerusalem, out next week. stops and the rain begins to fall. Begins to fall.